Fine. Okay, guys, let us start this class. So let me introduce myself. My name is Sai On here. I'm working as a corporate trainer. For Cognizant. Not only Cognizant, in Hyderabad, we have a company called Popcorn Apps. Is anyone hear this name? Popcorn Apps?
I think he's a XLR, I think.
Sorry, can you hear me? Hero FinCorp. Swam International. Orbis Technologies. Rapid Force Technologies. Rapid Force Technologies, it's a Kolhapur, Maharashtra. Orbis International, Delhi. Swam International, Noida. Hero FinCorp again, Delhi. Popcorn Apps, Hyderabad. CTS is also Hyderabad. For these companies, I'm working as a corporate trainer, guys. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, last 10 years, I'm into Salesforce. I have overall 26 years experience, guys. 26 plus years experience. Out of 26, last 10 years, I'm into Salesforce. Before Salesforce, I was into different technologies. Java, Oracle, Teradata, SQL Server. I was in different technologies, but last 10 years, I'm into Salesforce only. Okay, fine. So this is my overall experience here, guys. And I hope everyone got the syllabus. Hello. Can you hear me? LWC syllabus.
Yes.
Good.
I have the syllabus, but not the LWC.
What, come again, please? You have?
I have got the syllabus, but not LWC was not there. In the
No,
syllabus.
please ask Durga management. They will provide the content, LWC content, okay?
Okay, okay.
But anyway, I'll brief you later what are the topics I'm going to cover in LWC next 35 days, okay? This course
Okay.
duration near about 35 to 40 days, guys. Approximately 1.5 months, okay? So we
Okay.
are going to discuss major topics, that is HTML, CSS, and advanced JavaScript. These are very important to, first you need to understand before we enter into LWC. Then after, we will enter into what? LWC topic. Okay. So I will brief you later regarding the content. So first of all, let me start the class. So before I start the class, actually in Salesforce, we can develop the application in two modes. How many modes? Two modes or two environments, I can say. The first mode is called classic environment or classic mode. Does anyone hear this name?
Yes, sir.
I know versions, classic version, lightning version.
Yeah, classic mode and lightning mode or lightning environment, I can say. So classic mode is the old style of developing the application. Old style of developing the application. Whereas lightning mode is a new style of developing the application. Sorry. But what is the difference between classic mode and lightning mode? Technically, what is the difference? Technically, the difference between classic mode and lightning mode is classic mode follows MVC architecture. What is it?
MVC.
MVC architecture. And whereas lightning mode follows
SPA, single page.
Single page application, SPA. So single page architecture. So what is the difference between single page architecture and MVC architecture? What are the drawbacks of MVC? And what are the advantages of single page application? These are the points we are going to discuss in today's class. Understand everyone in the class? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Rest of all the people, please respond immediately. I'm going very slow. Everyone, please come along with me and try to understand every point. If not, please don't hesitate to ask the questions. Everyone in the class. And everybody unmute and talk with me. Appal Reddy, Chandra, Mayur, Nikita. Of course, Nikita is my old student. Venkat Reddy, Ram Subba Reddy. Everyone in the class. Don't hesitate to ask the questions. We have all the freedom to ask any questions, guys. Okay? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Ram
sir.
Subba
Yes,
Reddy.
sir.
Fine.
Yes, sir.
So first of all, let me discuss about what is MVC architecture. Here, first of all, MVC stands for Model View. What is this? Controller. Model View Controller. Okay. I can say it is a three-tier architecture. The first layer can be called as a view. The second layer can be called as controller. The third layer can be called as model. Here, view can be called as, I can say, presentation layer. PL stands for presentation layer. Controller can be called as business logic layer. Model can be called as, what is this? Database layer. We have three layers. Okay, the first layer is view, controller, and model. And the end user always sits in front of the view. I can say view is nothing but user interface, or I can say front-end screen. Many meanings are many, okay, many different names are there. View or user interface or front-end screen. The end user always sits in front of the view. Through view, end user is going to perform some operations. These operations, we can call it as what? Come on, what is this? Ramasubba Reddy and rest of all the people, CRUD operations. End user always performs what kind of operations here? CRUD operations. CRUD means what? Create, read, update, and delete. Create means insert. Read means fetch the data from the S object. U means update, and D means what? Delete. These are the four basic operations generally performed by end user through view. Whatever operations he performed through view, and these are the operations finally affected on what? Model. Model is nothing but database. Understand everyone in the class? Hello? Good. So, according to Salesforce point of view, we can develop the view, we can design the user interface using a markup language name is called, what is this? Visual Force. Is anyone here this name called Visual Force? The people who are already working on Salesforce, they know about what is Visual Force.
Yes.
So Visual Force is a markup language, just like HTML, which is given by Salesforce company. Using this language, developer can develop the user interfaces. But whatever user interfaces, whatever front-end screens user developed by using Visual Force language, those pages are completely static. If you want to make it as dynamic, we need to make use of what? Come on, what is this? Controller. And what is this controller here? In the controller, we are going to learn a language called what? Apex. So Apex language, or using Apex language, we can develop the business logic. And coming to model part here, in the model part, we people are using something called what? S object. What is S object here? It's a Salesforce object where we can store the information permanently in the form of rows and columns. Yes or no? It's a three-tier architecture. It's a common phenomena. Not only Salesforce, guys, almost every technology follows this MVC architecture. .NET follows MVC architecture. Java also follows MVC architecture. Like that, almost every popular technologies are using what? Or follows what? MVC architecture. Understand this point clearly? Suppose take the example of Java people. Java people also follows MVC. Suppose I'm a Java developer here. Okay. I can develop the view by using a programming language, sorry, a scripting language called what here? JSP. Is anyone here this name called JSP? Come on, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yes, JSP. And for controller, they're using the programming language name is called Java. And for model, they're using database. They're using something called what? Oracle or, come on, MySQL. Because most of the Java projects backend, they're using Oracle database or MySQL database. Suppose if I'm using .NET, if I'm .NET programmer, okay, for front-end designing, I'm using something called what? Come on. ASP. ASP stands for Active Server Pages. Okay, in controller, they're using which language? C# programming language. For database, they're using what? Come on, what is this? SQL Server. Like that, either Java or .NET or Salesforce. Suppose if I'm using Salesforce, I'm using what? Come on, Visual Force. For controller, we are using what language? Apex language. For model, we are using what? S-object. Understand up to this clearly, all of you?
Yes.
Yes. And anyway, we are mainly focused on Salesforce side only. So in Salesforce, what model contains? What controller contains? What view contains? I'm going to recap all the points once again because most of the people know about Salesforce here. I'm going to recap all the points once. What is model contains? The model contains what? We have apps. We have tabs. We have something called what? Come on, S-objects. S-object means Salesforce object. Under Salesforce object is nothing but fields. We have relationships. How many relationships we have? 6 types of relationships. Yes or no? Come on, self relationship,
Couple relationship.
master,
Master detail.
many to many,
Many to many.
One to many.
roll up summary.
Hierarchical.
Very good. Hierarchical. After that, we discussed about validations topic. Come on, standard validations and custom validations. Field dependency. Okay. Page layouts. Record types. Cross-object formula fields. Yes or no? Come on. Track field history. Remember all these topics, Nikita?
Yes, sir.
Global pick list. So these are the topics comes under what here? Model part. And coming to controller, it is all about programming language. Yes or no? Come on. It contains what? Business logic.
Yes, sir.
It is all about Apex language. And coming to view, in Apex language, you discuss so many topics like OOPS concepts, exception handling, synchronous, asynchronous combination, accessions, annotations, database concepts, SOQL, SOCL, controllers like standard controller, custom controller, standard list controller, custom list controller, okay, interfaces topic, inheritance topic, batch apex, schedule apex, triggers. So these are the topics we covered in where? Come on, in control apex language. And coming to view here, we are using a markup language name is called what? Visual Force. Understand all of you? Come on, speak out everyone in the class.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay. Rest of the people, understand what I'm speaking now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sir Chandra, here one question actually.
Sorry.
Sir, Chandra here.
Yeah, Chandra, go ahead.
if you see the page layouts, all these things, right, come under the view part, right? It will not come under the view section, or it's only model.
No, without creating the page layout, how can we see in the view part?
Okay, I'm just thinking that page layout is a scene which is seen by the customer, right? I thought it's
Yes, but
been
who will
the
create page layout?
Mhm.
Who will create? End
Developer.
user will see, but somebody
Mhm.
need to create that layout, na?
Mhm.
Or created by whom here? Developer, right?
Mhm.
Then end user can access that view, that layout.
Okay, though it is meant for the end user consumption, but it will come under the model section.
Obviously, everything you are creating for end user purpose only. Ultimately, whatever application you created, that application ultimately using by whom? End user only, na?
Yeah, I just thought a subject, if it is a subject, it's a backend kind of table, we can say. It is
Yes,
not
database
been,
table.
yeah, it's indirectly used by customer, but it will be backend at the model level, database level. But
Yes,
page
yes.
layout, which is cannot see on the screen, right? So I
But
just thought
who
it
will
like
create
it
the
will be
page layout? Who will create the page
developer,
layout?
developer
Developer.
obviously.
So
Yeah.
developer will create the page layout. That page layout accessed by end user. S object
Okay. Yeah.
created by whom? Developer. Who will access S object? End user. S
Hmm.
object created by developer. Who will enter the data in the S object? End user, right?
Okay. I thought like page layout in the view section and controller by Apex, then a subject will be the model. That
It's not like that. It's not like that. It's not like that. So
okay.
Visual Force is the user interface. I can say custom user interfaces we can create by using user interfaces.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, fine.
So it's mainly about custom thing we are discussing, right?
Yes, yes,
Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
fine.
Please.
So that is all about MVC model with respect to Salesforce I'm talking here. But working model of MVC, how MVC works, that is a point I'm going to discuss now. Listen carefully. This point is very important. Working model of MVC. Actually, as I said, end user always sits in front of the view. Okay. View connected to controller, and finally control connected to what? Model. Understand the point here? Here, user interacts with what? View, and the view in turn interacts with controller, and then control interacts with what? Come on. What is this? Model. Point clear, all of you guys? Point clear? Hello? Am I
Yes, sir.
audible? Yeah.
Yes.
So it is a three-tier architecture. Working on request and response model. It's a three-tier architecture. It works on what? Request and response model. So here client always passing the request from the view, and that request goes to controller, and then controller it goes to what? Model. In the model, request is going to process and gives the response to the view. Means what? Here I can say client always passing what? Come on. Request. This request goes to where? Come on, server. And server takes the request and processes the request and gives what? Response
Response.
to the client. So this is the simple relation between the client and the server. Suppose I'm going to the hotel. Let me give a small example. I'm going to the hotel. I ordered one plate idli. Let us assume like this. As a customer, as a client, I ordered one plate idli to the server, and server takes my order and go to the kitchen room, bring one plate idli and give it to me. So the relation between the client and the server is what? Client always passing the request to server, and server takes the request and processes the request and gives what? Speak out. Response to the client. It is clear now? Here, client can be called as, or client can be treated as, what is this? Come on. Browser. Because through browser, client always passing the request. That is why I can call it as client can be called as a browser. So through browser, we can pass the request, it goes to server, and server takes the request and process the request and gives the response to the client. Now it is clear, all of you? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me write this point. Everyone, please read this point very carefully. This is very, very important. When request goes to the server, okay, the request goes in the form of, what is this? Data. And this data gets processed at server side, and new data gets generated, and in turn, new data loaded into a page, and then that page URL sent back to the client as a, what is this? Response. Everybody, please try to understand this paragraph very clearly. Understand, all of you? This is very, very important paragraph. Okay. I'm giving 1 minute time. I'm going to explain once again about this paragraph. If you understand this paragraph, then only you can understand the drawbacks of MVC architecture. Understand Subbareddy? Ram Subbareddy something?
Yes.
Okay. Appal Reddy Chandra, some Mayur, everyone, Nikita. Okay. So please try to understand this paragraph very carefully. When request goes to the server in the form of what? Speak out. Everyone.
Data.
And this data gets processed at where?
Server.
Server side.
Server.
After processing the data, it is going to generate what?
New
Data. New data gets generated, and in turn new data loaded into a page, and then that page URL sent back to the client as a response. Okay. For your understanding, I'm giving this point. Listen carefully and try to understand this. So client passing the request. Yes or no? Come on. And this
Yes.
request goes in the form of what?
Data.
Come on. Old data. One minute, guys. 1 minute, please. Hello. Okay, guys, listen carefully, try to understand. When request goes from the client, and this request goes in the form of what? Old data. Understand, all of you? Can hear me? And this data goes to where? Come on, server. Server takes the old data. Based on the old data, it is going to perform some operation. Okay. After performing the operation, the old data and new data gets generated. Clear all of you? And this new data coming back to the client in the form of what? Speak out. In the URL. Understand the point, everyone in the class? Hello?
Yeah, got it.
Yes.
Yeah. So server always passing the new data in the form of what? URL. What is URL stands for, Tanvi? Uniform Resource Locator. Yes or no? Understand everyone in the class? Means the entire page is getting loaded here. As a response. Understand the point here? Clear all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here client side, the whole page gets refreshed or reloaded on the browser with new data. That is why the people who know about Visual Force and controls topic, okay, we people are using page reference concept. Is anyone remember this? Hello? Guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, in Visual Force we have that
Yeah, in Visual Force, we people are using page reference.
Yeah.
I will show you one example so that you can clearly understand this point. I'm going very slow, guys, because it's a new topic, somewhat typical to understand. Suppose avps@ds.com. So this is the Visual Force program. This is a VF page. Okay. This is VF page, guys. Okay. Hello. And this is the controller class. And before the method, what is the return type I given here?
Page reference.
Page reference means every time whenever I call this method, save method, every time the whole page getting refresh. That is why return type I given as what here? Page reference. This is the classic environment. It follows MVC architecture, guys. Understand the point here? Hello? That is in the client side, the whole page getting refreshed here. So in the controller class, in the classic environment, okay, we are using what? Return type page reference. But this pattern of approach has been changed because the reason is number of users are increasing day by day like anything. Tell me one example I'm asking, one question I'm asking here. 10, 15 years back, how many people are using ARCTC application? Come on, guys. 10 years back, how many people are using ARCTC application to be the train ticket? Very few people. Yes or no?
Yes.
Come on, speak out everyone in the class.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but nowadays, almost out of 100 people, 90 people are using ARCTC application to book the ticket, right?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me like that, how many people are using Book My Show application 15 years back?
course, no one.
Very few people. But nowadays, everyone using what? Bookmeasure application. It means that number of users are increasing day by day. Yes or no? If number of users are increasing day by day, automatically what will happen? Network traffic is going to increase. Correct or not? If number of clients are increasing, then automatically what will happen here? It will increase the network traffic. Here traffic means what? Data moving over the network. Data moving over the internet. Understand all of you? Because we are all working on internet only. Because it is all internet connected. It's a huge network. Over the network, there is a large volume of data moving from here to client to server and server to client. If large volume of data on the network, obviously network traffic is going to increase. Correct or not? If network traffic will increase, automatically client time and as well as server time will waste. Client time means what? Client waiting time will increase and server response time will increase. Yes or no? Come on, guys, speak out.
Yes.
So once client side and as well as server side, client waiting time will increase, server response time will increase because on the network. Okay, that is why automatically things go slow down. Okay, these are the major problem in what MVC architecture. Do you understand the point here? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Because every time the whole page is getting refreshed. Clear, everyone? For your understanding, I'm giving a simple example. You people know about crickinfo.com. Yes or no? Come on.
Yes.
So it is related to, okay, cricket related site. Suppose there is a match happening between India and Australia. Let us assume like this. It's a 2020 match. India won the toss. Okay, India is the first batting. So there are how many players in India? 11 players. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. First, KL Rahul and Rohit Sharma will batting. Rahul and Rohit. And bowling side, Australia is the bowling. There are how many bowlers here? Approximately 5 bowlers. And Stark is the first bowler, okay? Tell me, initially at the match time, Rahul runs are how much? 0. Rohit also showing how much? 0. Correct or not? So here O means overs, R means runs, M means maidens, W means wicket, something is there. Suppose Stark bowled the first ball. Now, initially it becomes 0. Once he bowled the first ball, then 0 becomes how much? 0.1. And that first ball, Rahul takes 2 runs. Then automatically Rahul score from 0 to 2, it will change. Yes or no? Speak out.
Yes.
Okay. If you observe carefully, total how many people information is there here? 11 batsmen and 5 bowlers. Total how many? 16 people, right? According to MVC architecture, what will happen is, all these 16 people, all these 16 players, information goes to where? Server over the internet. Out of 16 people, only 2 players' information will change. Yes or no?
Yes.
And get back to what? Come on. Again,
Server.
16 people information. Yes or no? Come on,
Yeah.
speak out. But in fact, out of 16 people, how many players' information need to change here? Come on. Out
2
of 16
players.
people, only 2 people information need to change. But out
Yes.
of 16, only 2 people. But every time 16 people data will going from where to where? From client to server, again server to client. So honestly, wasting of moving the data from here to there to here, right? Because actually speak, we are going to change only 2 people's information, only 2 players information. So instead of changing 2 players information, what is the point of moving the data from client to server, server to client, about 16 people? Not required. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Means the entire page getting refreshed every time. This is a major drawback. Because of this, what will happen? Network traffic is going to increase. Yes or no?
Yes.
So to avoid this particular problem, this is completely follows MVC architecture. To avoid this particular problem, okay, they come up with a new concept name is called single page application. What is the concept name? Single page.
application.
What is single page application? What is single page application? Single page application means it is a concept. It also follows, okay, request and response model. So it is also three-tier architecture. Which architecture? Three-tier architecture. But the difference between these two models, MVC model and single page application, is here also data goes as a request and it gets processed at server side and new data gets generated, but no URL or no page will return. Here, client receives only new data. Understand the point, all of you? Can you hear me?
Yes.
This is single page architecture. Coming to MVC architecture, data goes as a request to server and server.
Sir Chandra here. Sorry to interrupt. Sir, in both scenarios, we will make a server call, right?
Yeah, but the difference is in case of MVC architecture, we are getting the response in the form of URL. Every time the entire page is getting refreshed or reloaded.
Okay.
But in single
Thanks.
page application, the whole page is not getting refreshed. Only the part of the page is getting refreshed. In this example, crickinfo.com example, in MVC architecture point of view, every time 16 players data moving from client to server. But out of 16
Okay.
players data, only 2 players data is going to change. So instead of changing only 2 players data, what is the point of moving 16 players data from here to there unnecessarily? Yes or no?
Yeah, correct, sir.
That is in single page application. Instead of passing 16 players data, we are passing only 2 players data. From where to where? Client to server.
Yeah.
So only Rahul data and star data will change. Rest of the data won't change. The partial page, only partial page refreshment. This is the concept of single page application. Point.
Yeah, sir. Got it.
Hear
Sir,
me.
yeah, sir, in SPA, single page application, so are we using still Visual Force for that architecture or a different concept we are using
No,
for
we
that?
are not using Visual Force here. We are going to use Lightning Web Components.
Okay. Got it, sir. Thank
Component
you.
is what? It is a part of the page. It's reusable whenever you want, wherever you want. I'll show you what is component means. Practically, I will show you.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, sir.
Amazon.com. Practically, I will show you. See here. Amazing gifts for every day, every dad. Shop deals in fashion. Okay, gaming accessories. Refresh your space. Deals in PCs. Everything can be called as component. I can say it's a LWC page. Guys, Amazon page is LWC page. Understand? Everything is a component here. Suppose if I click on gaming accessories, only this component will open. I can get the information about this component. Point clear? Suppose if I click on shop deals in fashion, only shop deals in fashion will open. I can close it. If you want to reuse once again this one, I can reuse it. Only the part of the page is going to refresh, not entire page. Understand the point here? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, sir. We can. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So the difference between single page application and MVC architecture is, in case of single page application, data goes as a request to the server and server takes the request and process the request. Okay, and gives response in the form of, come on,
URL.
in the
URL.
form of what? URL. Here, every time, entire page getting, what is this? Refresh or
It's refreshed.
understand? So the major drawback of MVC architecture is what? The major drawback of MVC architecture is network traffic. Will increase. It leads to wasting of client end. Come on. Server. Point clear? Hello? Guys, can hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
But in single page application, we are not getting the response in the form of URL. Here what happens? Data goes as a request and it gets processed at server side and new data gets generated. Okay. But no URL or no page will return. Here client receives only what? New data. Am I clear this point? Can hear me?
Yes, sir.
So what is
Yes,
the
sir.
difference between MVC architecture and single page application here? In case of MVC architecture, we are getting the response in the form of what? URL.
URL.
In single page application, we are getting the response in the form of new
New
data.
data.
So client, request, old data, it goes to server, new data generated, client receives response in the form of what? Come on. URL. But where is in the case of single page application? Same request and response model only. Request goes in the form of what?
Data.
Old data. Server generates what? New
New
data.
data.
So client receives directly what?
New data.
New data. As what?
Response.
Every time, all of you understand this point here? Hello? All of you respond?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So that is
Yes.
the difference between single page application and what?
MVC.
MVC architecture. In case of single page application, what happens here? In case of single page application, what happens? Okay. It, okay, does not reload or refresh the complete page at a time. Okay. It is only, what is this? Partial page. Then automatically leads to what? A decrease in network traffic. Once network traffic is decreasing, then automatically what happens? Come on, automatically what happens?
Performance
Client time and server time not wasted. Yes or no?
Yes.
Everyone, guys, Mayur, Nikita,
Yes.
Appal Reddy, okay, all of you in the class, Ramasubba Reddy, Venkat Reddy, everyone. All of you understand the difference between MVC architecture and single page application?
Yes.
So in MVC architecture drawbacks, single page application advantage, all of you understand?
Yes.
Okay, so that's it. In tomorrow class, we'll continue with, as per the single page application, we are getting the response from the server in the form of what? New data. But how to accommodate the new data? How to accommodate the new data that I will discuss in tomorrow class. And also we will discuss about, okay, what is browser, types of browser and what browser can understand. So these are the points I'm going to discuss first 10 minutes. After that, I'm going to give a simple introduction regarding Lightning Aura components. Okay, guys. Hello.
Yes, sir.
From Aura to LCF. Is anyone here the same LCF? Lightning Component Framework. Okay, from LCF to LWC, how it is evaluated. These are the topics I'm going to discuss in tomorrow class. What is this? Come on. Aura to what? LCF. LCF to what? Come on.
LWC.
LWC. Okay. So these are the things I'm going to discuss in tomorrow's session, guys. Can hear me? Guys.
Yes.
Yes.
In your
Yes, sir.
syllabus, coming to syllabus here, coming to syllabus, in your syllabus, I'm going to discuss. Okay. So these are the topics. First, we are going to discuss about HTML, CSS, and advanced JavaScript, which are required for, or which are needed for LWC. After that, we will discuss about software installation, that is Visual Studio Code, Salesforce CLI, and Salesforce extension pack. How to download and how to install all these things, we will discuss. And then after, we will discuss about the basics of LWC. Okay, regarding decorators, regarding, how to create the Lightning web components, one-way and two-way data binding. Okay, getters in LWC. All these topics we will discuss. After that, we will discuss about styles in LWC. That is inline styling. Okay, external CSS, Lightning designing system, shade CSS, dynamic styling, all these topics we'll discuss. After that, we will discuss about lifecycle hooks. Like flow of lifecycle hooks, connected callbacks, rendered callbacks, error callbacks and all. Then after, we will discuss about, component communications. And communication between independent components, PubSub and LMS. So these are the topics I'm going to discuss next 30 days. Guys, HTML, cascading style sheets, advanced JavaScript, altogether it takes minimum to minimum 1 week to 10 days, guys. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Do you have
After
any
completion of this topic,
for that, Sai?
sorry.
Do you have any material for this advanced
Yeah, I
Java?
will provide the material.
Okay.
I will provide the complete material. Everything completely, completely a real-time oriented syllabus only. Clear, all of you?
Yes.
Everything is practical approach. Everything is practical approach here. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
So we'll get videos if you miss any class, if possible.
sorry, come again, please.
We'll get videos if we miss any class, sir.
We
In
will provide the
between.
recordings also every day. after completion of the
Okay.
session. After completion of the session, every day we'll provide the running notes and recordings and interview questions. Understand? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So
Sai,
every day
do you
class
have
timing. Sorry.
do you have any sessions like suppose if we create a lightning web components and we face some error something, how to identify those errors like that?
Yeah,
Do you have?
while writing the programs, definitely you will get some errors. So what
Okay.
kind of errors and what could be the reason behind this? How you can get the errors and how to rectify these problems? So we will discuss while explaining the program.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, don't bother.
Sir, Chandra, yes, sir.
Sorry.
Sir, being using LWC, sir, is it possibility to use Visual Force in line with LWC, or we can completely replace with LWC all those concepts?
I didn't get you exactly your question, please. Once again, ask me.
Uh, Sir, with the Lightning component, right, LWC, are we going to still use Visual Force pages, or we can completely use LWC in future? Is it possibility
In
that
future,
still
definitely, Visual Force is completely going to retire. Hello.
Okay.
Completely going to retire, completely migrated to LWC only.
Mhm. Okay. And Aura, sir, Aura still be using with
Aura
LWC,
still
or we
using,
are?
but Aura still using. I am not saying that completely eradicated. Still, the companies are
Mhm.
using Aura. Okay, not completely eradicated, but 80% of the companies are using LWC only.
Okay. Okay. So if
Because
we
if
learn
you know,
LWC,
if you know
that's right, right?
LWC, so
Mhm.
person knowing LWC, person knowing only Aura components, there is a lot of difference as far as job point of is concerned.
Okay.
The priority always given to the person who knows LWC than Aura. And as far as salary point of is concerned, you'll get more salary if you have the knowledge on what LWC. The market scenario, at least nowadays, if we have 40-50% knowledge in LWC, also you are getting the jobs. That much of huge requirement on LWC now in the market.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. So regarding today's class, today I'm not discussing much more. Today I just discussed about what is MVC model, what it contains, how it works, and what are the topics of MVC architecture, and what is the advantage of single base application. Only these are the points we discussed in today's class. Regarding today's class, if anyone have any doubts, you can ask the questions, please.
Class wise, I don't have. Sai, do you have sessions on Saturday and Sunday, or only
Sunday you
Monday?
don't have class. Sunday no class.
Okay.
Saturday also you have class, but Saturday I will take the class in morning time, not evening time.
Okay.
Saturday generally I don't want to take the classes in evening time.
Yeah.
Okay. So I hope everyone enjoyed the class today, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
enjoyed. Yeah, last question.
Yeah. Go ahead, please.
Everything is fine today, class. I understood everything.
Hmm.
This is the first session in LWC in
Yeah, this is the
DURGASOFT
first
or
session only.
first session only? Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a doubt. I don't have any prior experience of Salesforce or admin or development, any of the
Hmm.
module. So this is
Hmm.
the first session of AWC. So without
Hmm.
learning admin part, can I directly start with LWC,
So at
or
least
is
you
there
don't
any
have knowledge
prerequisite?
on what is a subject, how to create tab and all.
Yeah, means another application. I have the basic knowledge of that. So,
Who is speaking? What is your name?
Mayur,
Mayur Patil.
yes,
Mayur, you, Pune. Huh?
yes.
Mayur, what is my suggestion is better to join regular Salesforce training along with LWC. You.
Okay,
Because morning 7 o'clock, I started regular training on Salesforce. That includes
okay,
what? Admin, development, Lightning Aura components, and everything covered. Night you can
okay,
attend to LWC.
Okay.
Morning 7 to 8, normal training.
Okay.
Night 9 to 10, LWC.
Okay.
That
Both
is my
simultaneously.
Okay, without knowing zero knowledge, understanding LW is somewhat difficult. You can learn, no
Okay.
problem. I will make you
Okay.
understand the class. I
Mm-hmm.
can say this is not the correct approach to learn the subject.
Okay.
So today only I started the new batch at 7 o'clock
Oh, in morning.
morning.
Okay.
Okay, today I just discussed about, what is cloud computing, what kind of services vendor company provides, infrastructure as service, platform as service, software as service. Okay, today only I started.
Okay.
If you want, I will share the link. You can join at morning 7 o'clock. So
Yeah.
simultaneously, morning 7 to 8, you can go attend for regular training. Night 9 to 10, you can attend for LWC.
Okay.
Both you can cover simultaneously.
Okay. Or just if I just attend the morning batch 7 to 8, so will that work?
Why not? No problem.
So only the development, sorry, admin and development part first, and after that I will start with LWC.
No problem. Nikita is my old student. She attended morning 7 o'clock batch only. What, Nikita? Nikita, are you there?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Recently completed her batch,
Okay.
10 days back.
Okay.
So she will continue with what LWC. Nikita, what we covered in the regular session, regular training? How many modules we covered? 6 modules, right?
Yes.
Configuration,
Configuration, admin,
development,
developer,
admin,
integration,
hmm,
integration,
CRM,
Visual Force,
CRM,
CRM,
and Lightning Aura component.
Lightning or components.
6 modules we cover. LWC night 7th module.
Okay.
Okay. If you want, I
Yeah.
will share the link.
Sir Chandra here. Sir, in this course we cover the LWC with integration. Is it covered, sir, or only LWC part?
If you want LWC with integration also, I will cover. No issues. I'll explain you.
Okay. Yeah, few topics, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, guys, it's already 10, almost 10:10. We will continue tomorrow.
Thank you.
Again, tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock, I have session. I hope all of you understand the class today, right?
Yes.
Today, I
Yes,
did not
yes,
discuss
we did.
anything extra. I just discussed about the drawbacks of MVC, advantage of single-based application. That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you all. Have a nice day.
Yeah. Bye.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Bye.